Hey guys, Jessica Damu here, and today I'm showing off my Gurgling Guts eyeball collection. So here we have baby Isaac. He's so cute. Oh, he do cute. Then we have Eileen. Love you, Eileen. Then we've got Ivan, the classic large Gurgling Guts. This is my favorite thing. Especially listen to the great noise this makes, you know. It's just very noisy. Love it. So, we've got Ivan there, and I'm proud to announce the newest addition to the family, King Eyegore. Yes, King Eyegore. It's huge. It's ridiculously nasty and huge. And so this is what I'm reviewing here today is King Eyegore especially. I've reviewed all the others. This is one of my favorite toys of all time. And when I saw that Gurgling Guts was going to make a new giant eyeball, man, I was like, man, this guy actually, I wore him out. You can't probably see it very well. In here there's like a crease where it cracked, not the outside, but the inside. And so it doesn't gush as well as it used to. Still, like my favorite toy of all time. Look how noisy it is. And gory. And so I was like, man, if I could get a new one of these, I would have thought that for years. Well, you know, an opportunity presented itself. It was more than I care to say. I ended up selling several things in my collection. I had the money. It was one of those, like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do this. Do I really need to? Kind of question, you know, back and forth, back and forth. I was like, this one opportunity might pass me up, and now I'm going to kick myself. So I sprung for it. It was expensive, but sprung for it. And it was the Kickstarter, so I don't know what it's going to cost in toy stores, but it was a fair amount. But it's huge. Well, once I got it, I was like, oh, that's why it costs so much. You know, and then shipping, too. You know, so it ended up costing me quite the pretty penny. Ugh. So, I've actually noticed, as I've been using this more, it's gotten easier to squeeze. Originally, it was just really hard. You practically had to hug the silly thing to make it gush. The design has changed since the old ones. The way that the veins are and things, the shape of the eye. It's not just the size. This isn't just a bigger version of this. This is a totally built from the ground up. And the same for these guys, I imagine. I didn't have the old eyeball as a kid. I always wanted it, but you know, I had the brain instead. Just couldn't find the eyeball at KB Toys. And I feel like this one is better. Like, I like the more pinkish veins than the bluish purple veins. I feel like they toned it down, make it less gross or something. Maybe they were aiming for more realistic. I don't know. But it feels like the blood is darker in this one. And that could be age, but I don't think so. You can see this one gushes so easy. Just so well. It was like the perfect size. Whereas this, I don't know, I probably would have put more liquid into it, given its huge size. Sometimes I feel like only if I have it aimed in the right direction, where the little blowhole is, that it does it really well. Oftentimes I'm just blowing out air. And, I mean, that's kind of the concept, but you're also supposed to be pushing out liquid. And so I don't feel like there's enough liquid in this guy. That kind of makes me sad. Part of me is like, I have one of these that I need to repair. It came with a tiny pinhole, and so they sent me a replacement full set, plus the keychains. That was so cool. Thanks for kids. Love it. I'm going to try and patch it with some liquid silicone. I don't know if I really want to put a hole in this guy just to put more liquid in him, but I wish he had more liquid in him, you know. I feel like this one has as much liquid in it as this one does. That's possible. It is cool, though. It's nice and stretchy and durable. It's actually a different design than this one. This one was a two-piece. You know, kind of plastic welded together, I suppose. Whereas this one follows the design of the current ones. And I think that was the design on the smaller ones. growing up. So yeah, King Eyegore, he's fun. I like him. He's gory and gross, and my wife hates it, and I love it. Goes well with my handheld, squeezy eyeball. Yvonne or Eileen, I can't remember. And then, baby Isaac. Baby Isaac's really soft, easy to squeeze. This one's a little harder. This one, it definitely takes two hands. You can see him. It feels like most of what I'm squirting out of him is actually air, though. There it is. This one, I feel like I'm squirting out more liquid than I am air. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I feel like the traditional one was made better. Which is odd, because there's not much in their design difference functionally. So I think it's just that maybe this one has more liquid than this one. Or maybe it's just so big that it's hard to squeeze. Either way, it's like the perfect Halloween decoration. I still prefer this one, but I'm glad to have this in my collection. I can't say 100% sure if I'll keep it forever, being that I was expecting it to be exactly the same as this one, to be as easy to squeeze and, as gushy, and I don't feel like it's as gushy, and that makes it a little less satisfying. But it's super cool. For however long it is in my collection, I am enjoying it. I really love it. Like I said, a little bit of disappointment. I think maybe if 4Kids just added more liquid to the thing, it would be more functional. And maybe I should write them and encourage them to do that, because that wouldn't be a very hard toy process to change. Wouldn't really require a design change whatsoever. So I will let them know that, so maybe they can upgrade the final product, or next wave of toys. These should be showing up in stores here soon, minus Ivan. I'm not sure where you'll find this guy. I don't know if they did him just for the Kickstarter or not. And I know you guys have been wondering. He was $60 plus $12 shipping. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I spent that. But I didn't want to kick myself for the rest of my life going, if only I had, now I can't, now they're $100, or something, like that. I expected it to be exactly like this. When it was so much bigger, it kind of made sense why its price was so much more. I think these were like $30 back in the early 2000s, but I found mine for like $10 or $15, marked down 50% at Toys R Us, because for some reason they just weren't selling. I guess they were just too gross. People didn't know what to do with the bigger ones. Maybe it was just too expensive for a simple toy. It is a simple toy, really, but I love it. I just do. It's gory. It's rewarding. It's noisy. I like it. I still like that this one is so much more red. If I recall as a kid, it was always that kind of red. That dark, dark blood red. And these feel a little bit not as dark. I wish they were more, gory red like that other one. Maybe a darker red dye. Might suggest that to them too. This one's just, it's so big. That's just air that I squeezed out. That's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Check out my other Gurgling Guts reviews, and keep your eyes open for these cool toys, because they are definitely worth having. At least, these two, and if you already have this one, because it's not for sale. This one, the jury's still out. Still not sure. I'll see you guys next time.